while gold and silver have always had value and a long history of being made into coins. Egypt's grain-based resource economy is another example of how things have been done in the past. The bottom line is, currency has changed drastically throughout history, and today we are no different. As new technology is breaking barriers between us, we can and have been for some time communicating around the globe at unprecedented rates. No longer does the geography that separates us separate us emotionally in terms of communication. For transactions, this isn't any different. You can buy international goods through companies like Amazon, which allow almost anything to make its way around the planet. Technology is what makes this possible, but in the same way that the internet revolutionized communication, some people are claiming that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are bound to revolutionize the world of money and exchange. If this happens, our system of material value would completely be decentralized from any one nation. The reason Bitcoin was invented was to give the power of currency back to the people, or so they say. As it is now, most people's money is held by a few massive centralized banks. Though of course it's against the law to steal their customers' money, there is nothing else really preventing them from doing so or otherwise manipulating our currencies in their favor if they can get away with it. In fact, this is what happened in the global financial crisis of 2008, when banks started taking more and more risks and eventually going bankrupt. But even though the fallout of this harmed normal people around the world, the banks were forgiven by a government bailout. This naturally gave a lot of people mistrust for the centralized banks as well as the government. They felt trapped by letting these institutions be in control of something so integral to all of our lives. So Satoshi created Bitcoin, a currency that could not be manipulated from a central point, but had enough security and rarity to convince people to own it. In fact, you can even read in the first block of the Bitcoin blockchain, 2009 Chancellor on the brink of the second bailout for banks. We won't get into exactly how Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies work, for there's plenty of other videos that explain that. But we will briefly say that one of the biggest appeals about cryptocurrencies is the fact that they can securely handle transactions without going through a centralized agent or third party. Basically, this means that nobody runs Bitcoin. There are no Bitcoin police, presidents, corporations. There is only the blockchain.